Today I'm bringing you 3 DIY spring decor projects that will absolutely look beautiful with your farmhouse decor, so make sure you stay tuned to see how I put that together. If you love to craft, make sure you are subscribed because I make new crafting videos every week. So before we get started, I do want to say a big thank you to Home Chef for sponsoring today's video. Use the discount code KATELYN80 off so you can receive $20 off of each of your first 4 boxes for a total of $80 in savings. This is the highest discount that they've ever offered, so go click the link down below and check out all of their meal options. This deal does work even if you don't want your meals in consecutive weeks, meaning if you want to order a meal this week and then you needed to pause in case you were on a trip or needed to wait till the following week, your discount still does apply. Home Chef is an online delivery service where you go online and you get to choose from 18 different meals, and the food is actually shipped straight to your door with everything that you need, all the ingredients to make each meal that you choose. So the meals usually only take about 30 minutes to prepare, and we actually tried one of the 5-minute steak and Swiss lunch meals, which was delicious. It was so convenient just to heat up your steak and be able to make that as a quick lunch, and still getting something that is good and filling to eat for lunch. But today I am cooking this delicious looking pasta bowl. It is the Mediterranean baked penne pasta, and I think it looks so good. It teaches you step by step how to prepare this, so I am going to cook that in just a second. The neat thing about Home Chef is that they package everything so well. It comes in these very insulated boxes, and every meal is packaged perfectly in these little 2-serving portions. And all your ingredients are in these convenient bags, so you just have to get out which meal that you're cooking, and then it's so easy to prepare like that. As you can see in these meal bags, they have perfectly portioned out all of my ingredients, so I always have the exact amount needed to prepare each meal. You can choose from 2 and 4 servings on each meal, and we have a family of 5, and most of the time we just order 4 servings, and it's perfect for the kids too, or sometimes we even have leftovers. So make sure that you do go check out Home Chef. I do enjoy their delivery service. It is so much fun getting to prepare that with my husband or myself, and it just makes cooking so much more convenient. So make sure that you do go check out the link down below. This food was so delicious. We so enjoyed this new pasta dish that we hadn't tried before, and it's something that I would definitely add into my weekly meal planning. So don't pass up this incredible offer of $80 off your first 4 boxes using the code KATELYN80 off. So now I want to show you how I put together these really simple DIYs that will help dress up your home for spring. So for the first project, I thought it would be so pretty to create a spring-like bird terrarium, and I found this tall glass container from Dollar Tree as well as this little glass candle holder from Dollar Tree, and I'm just starting by giving this a nice thick coat of white chalk paint. While the base of this was drying, I did go ahead and wrap some jute string around the top and the bottom of this little hurricane vase, and I think this jute string just adds so much more of a natural look to it, and it goes along with the bird's theme so nicely. I just tried to double knot this around there. It will still move just knotting this, but if you wanted to, you could add a couple little dots of hot glue on the back. I tried to just use hot glue to get this done really quickly, but it did fall off already, so I did have to go back and add some E6000 to make sure this would stay on. So I did get some of this beautiful greenery from Dollar Tree. I love this frosted leaf and it matches the farmhouse so well. So I just pulled off some of the little stems and leaves and stuck that down in there, as well as a couple of these little weaved balls that I found as a vase filler from Dollar Tree as well. So I just stuck some more greenery down in there, and then to create the bird, you definitely can look for the Dollar Tree birds. Mine didn't have any, so I'm just going to try to create my own. I picked up some cheap little paper from Hobby Lobby, and this was 59 cents, but I think I got it half off. I just printed off a bird silhouette off of Google, and then I'm just cutting this out on top of the music paper, so I will have a little bird made from music notes. So like I say, I did just cut this out of paper. If you want it more sturdy, you definitely just Mod Podge this on some cardboard or cut this out of thicker material. I do love how this came together. I think it just screams spring, but it also has such neutral tones that it will go so nicely with your farmhouse decor. But I do love how it turned out. So for the next project, I'm using this older summer sign that I picked up last year. They do have out Easter signs already that would work perfect for this project. So just any square board would do. I am going to start by giving this a nice thick coat of the Waverly chalk paint in the elephant color. So I wanted to create this little floral wall hanging, and I wanted it to appear as though it had kind of like a little picket fence in the background. So I knew this board would have to be a super dark color for my fence to show up on top of it. To make the picket fence in the background, I am using these jumbo popsicle sticks that I picked up from Walmart. I use these on everything. I do love them. They are at a great price in there. And I'm going to paint them using the mineral chalk paint color. And this just, the word that I'm going to be using is white, so I didn't want to paint them white. Otherwise, you could definitely paint these white and it would look more like the traditional picket fence. But like I say, I just wanted that word to really show up, so I just painted them a little bit of a beige color. After they had dried, I'm just laying them out onto the board to make sure that they fit together really nicely and that I have enough of them, and then I'm just going to go through and hot glue them down. I did start in the middle just to make sure that I did get these as straight as possible. I did go ahead and just use the original hanging places, and I just put my own jute string back through the holes that it came with, just to make sure that I can hang this up on the wall and I didn't cover it up. Over in housewares, I did see these little baskets, and I thought these would be perfect to hold some florals on this sign. So I did just hot glue this directly on there. Well, actually, I just laid it down and then put hot glue over the bars because it was almost impossible to glue onto the basket. So like I say, I'm just going over and covering the bars to make sure that this is held on really sturdy. You definitely could add some styrofoam in there, but I thought it would be fine just to add in the Spanish moss. If you added styrofoam, for sure your flowers would not move, but I thought after I put this on the wall, they should stay still and stay together pretty well. I'm going to be using some of these beautiful purple flowers. You'll probably hear me brag on these all season, but I really do love these. I have I've been dying for Dollar Tree to get some beautiful greenery in, and I still hope they come out with something that is just a really nice quality greenery without the colorful flowers on it. So I do hope that we get some of that this year, but for now these will have to do, and I think these are perfect to decorate anything for spring. So I'm just going to be taking my wire cutters and removing them off their stems, and like I say, just poking them down into the Spanish moss. I picked up this home sign a couple months back from Walmart, and this is such nice quality, and I love how it's got the whitewash on there, and I'm just going to hot glue this onto the little picket fence. I love how this is cut out in this cursive font. I think it's so pretty. It makes it look so put together. I love different kind of fonts. So I do hope Dollar Tree comes out with some more of their little words like they had last fall, except maybe something for summer. I also love how this one came together. I think it is so cute with the little word and the floral in there. It's definitely farmhouse chic, and I am excited to mix it into my spring decor. And for my last project today, I'm taking this little happiness, laughter, love sign that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I did get this a few months back, but if your Dollar Tree doesn't have this, you definitely could just take any kind of sign and glue your own base on there. But I'm just going to start by giving the base a nice coat to cover up this hot pink with some of my Elephant Waverly chalk paint. So when I started this little craft, all I knew is that I wanted to make a little sign that had a bird's nest on it, and I needed a new background. So like I say, I did pick up some paper from Hobby Lobby. They have this beautiful little scrapbook paper that is the white barnwood, and I just started by flipping my picture over and trimming my paper down to size. And then I just took some glue and water mixture, which is pretty much just homemade Mod Podge. So if you had Mod Podge, you definitely could just use that. I'm just coating the back of this because the front had so much glitter. I didn't want my paper to be bumpy. And then I am just giving it another coat of the Mod Podge mixture on top. I did end up doing 2 to 3 coats of this on top. It did appear at first that it was going to have large bubbles in it, but after this dried, and I did dry it with the hair dryer just to speed things along, the bubbles did go away. I did have a tiny bit of overhang of the paper over the sign, so I took a piece of my sandpaper and I tried to go one direction so it didn't peel my paper back, and then just sand off the edges of this, and I really liked how the little bit of wood on the edges showed through. After I had sanded it down, it did expose a little bit more of the paper, so I did take a little bit more of my Mod Podge mixture and I coated over that a couple more times. So then to create the nest, I just took some jute string and I wrapped it around to create a little base, and then took some of my Spanish moss and tried to shape it in the shape of a nest. And this was not perfect by any means, but I just ended up gluing it down. You definitely could just paint the little colorful eggs, the vase filler from Dollar Tree, but I had this small pack of Easter eggs that were wooden from Joann's, and these were 50% off last year, so I think I just got them for a couple dollars, but it had these really tiny little eggs in there, so I added 3 because I have 3 little girls, and I thought this would be a cute little representation. And then you all always laugh whenever I use weird things, but I've had this sign forever, and I just seen that little family at the top and thought this would be really cute to cut out and Mod Podge that on the top of this sign. The family actually looks like it's on this little galvanized ribbon, which I thought went with the whole spring farmhouse theme perfectly, so I just cut it out so that I could add that to the top. I still thought it was really plain after I just added the family, so I did go back and try to cut out a little bit more so it still made sense. So I ended up putting family never ends and then trim the edges down and Mod Podge that on there. I think this would be really cute as well with a little bird sitting beside the nest, or you could leave it plain, and this is so customizable that you could make the words say anything, but I thought this was really cute too and also went along with our farmhouse theme. Make sure you let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. I love how all 3 of these turned out, but I definitely think the little picket fence sign was my favorite, so I always love hearing from you all. So if you enjoyed enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below what are some spring DIY projects that you are working on right now. I'm so excited to show a ton more ideas that I have coming soon. If you love crafting projects just like this one, make sure you are subscribed and turn on your little notification bell. Another huge thank you to Home Chef for sponsoring today's video, so make sure that you go click the link down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!